Hello, my Gemini family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Gemini, for July 20th through the 26th. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. Thank you to all my subscribers and viewers for all your support for my channel. And always a reminder, these are general readings. For the Geminis that desire a more personalized reading, click on my website link below. I provide a much more extensive tarot card reading along with my original smoke card reading to provide information and answers to your specific questions. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Starting with your first card, Gemini, you have the Nine of Swords. Okay, Gemini. So this card is actually your card, Gemini. So this energy is just amplified this week. What are you worried about? What are you thinking about over and over again? Even though you are an air sign, Gemini, and very in tune with your mental energies, what is it that's plaguing you right off the bat this week? This is a tremendous indication that you might possibly be making a mountain out of a molehill. Some of you are obsessing over what's not working, and then the more anxious you become, the more worried you get about it. And it becomes a very negative cycle, Gemini. And then one thing leads to another and another until it's overwhelming. The Nine of Swords is showing up to have you break this cycle. And every time a possible negative emotion comes up for you or a negative thought, replace it with a positive one instead. Because much of the fear and worry and anxiety that you have, Gemini, is in your head. And it's not necessarily what is accurately going on around you. You are overthinking it, Gemini, instead of looking for some type of evidence of what might possibly go wrong. Put your attention on what is going right. The Nine of Swords showing up is indicating that because of your mental energies and thought process right now, it's keeping you up at night. Possibly reach out to someone and explain what you're worried about. This way others can show you the light at the end of the tunnel. The number 9 energy of this card is completion. So you're pretty much at the end of this type of energy. And nines can represent a time for looking back over something you've done, but in this case, you're obsessing over it. So it's time to move forward, away from this kind of energy, Gemini. Taking a look at your next card, you have the Queen of Swords, another air sign. Now, this could possibly be a Libra individual that's going to give you some advice and give you some help so that you can sleep comfortably at night and not be worried. This Libra individual will set you straight, Gemini, balancing out your thought process. Now, the Queen of Swords is a very independent woman. She has great clarity of thought and has a very sharp mind and a keen sense of justice and fairness. So when she shows up in a reading, that can represent professional counsel. This can possibly be an individual that's representing you, maybe an attorney. And that might be what your Nine of Swords here is what you're worried about. Now, for some Geminis, there could be kind of some type of court case or some type of legal action that you're involved with, and you're worried about it. And the Queen of Swords is your representation, and a good one at that. The best thing about this Queen of Swords is that she can see deception a mile away, and she's very good with coming up with strategies in order to help others. This is a very logical, rational, intelligent, and experienced individual that's going to be helping you out this week, Gemini. Now, taking a look at your next card, the Nine of Pentacles. Well, now you can relax, Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles is now representing your independence. You are successful. You're standing in your own power. So all must have went well with whatever the Queen of Swords was helping you out with. The Nine of Pentacles is indicating that you will be self-sufficient and self-reliant at this time. This card is representing all the hard work you put in, Gemini, and now enjoying the results of that hard work. And for some of you, that's in regards to possible court case. If you weren't sure if everything was going to come out and be fair for you, Gemini, this card is also indicating to take charge of your own future. And that is exactly what you're doing this week. It looks like you've already accomplished so much, but it is time to look ahead and make some plans, Gemini. Now, in general, most people like when the Nine of Pentacles shows up because it represents a wonderful life created by your efforts. It's not about just one single goal you've created. It's a life that suits you perfectly, and you're not dependent on anyone else. And that is what the Nine of Pentacles is all about. So, Gemini, you have a confidence in yourself at this time. You knew your own mind. You acquired the skills you needed to achieve your goals, and you showed the discipline needed to just hone in and apply to those skills. So now this card is indicating that you've gained a sense of security and independence, and you've shaped how you want your future outcome to be. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is actually Virgo's card, so it is possible, Gemini, that a Virgo individual will help you to get to this point in your life. Now, this could be a business partner. If you have a business together with someone, and even though you share the business, you're both independent. You're business partners, and you each share in the wealth and rewards as to what your business brings in. Now, this could also be your spouse that has helped you to get to this point. Even though the Nine of Pentacles is considered a solitude card, there could be a Virgo individual that plays into the scheme of things here, Gemini. Just looking at the card here, this is a very independent individual, very powerful, very disciplined, and very self-sufficient. Just a beautiful Nine of Pentacles card. Now your 3-card spread adds up to 19, which reduces to number 10. So this is an indication that something is finishing up, and it leads you to the Nine of Pentacles. So something has been very successful for you, Gemini. But you started out the beginning of your week with the Nine of Swords. And for some Geminis, this could be worrying over a legal matter. But the Queen of Swords, being a Libra individual, is helping you balance things out, giving you advice, and maybe representing you. So for some Geminis, this could possibly be a business partnership, maybe where you're retiring and you're a little bit worried, but your attorney is taking care of all of the business end of it. And now you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is an energy of having provided for yourself. So that's one scenario that can play out with some Geminis. For others, it could be a court case, possibly a divorce, and your Queen of Swords is your legal counsel. And the result out of this brings you to the same point of the Nine of Pentacles. You're now self-sufficient. You have worked hard with whatever this involved in order for you to now be independent and standing on your own. Pentacles are all about wealth, so you might have gotten a nice little settlement there, Gemini. Now, taking the numerology of the number 10 and reducing it down to number 1, since your last card was the Nine of Pentacles, you're entering into something new. You're self-sufficient. You don't need anything. You're independent and you have the wealth, your savings. So this is now starting down a new path for you, Gemini, whatever that may be. Now let's take a look and see which crystal your angels and guides have suggested for you. Whoops. LARIMAR. Now the first message that I'm getting from my guides for this is that you're going to be possibly moving to be near water. The ocean maybe, somewhere on the coast. Now usually when the LARIMAR crystal turns up, it's to give you a sense of inner peace and tranquility. And that is definitely needed because of your Nine of Swords card in your reading. This is a soft, nurturing water element crystal. And LARIMAR is encouraging you to spend more time near the water. And I do feel that was one of the first messages coming through, that some of you are going to be moving near water. And this is something that you need at this time, Gemini, to be near water. So see if you can get down by the ocean, possibly a lake or river or pond. And if you can't get by any of those things, sit by a water fountain and listen to the sounds of the water splashing around from the fountain. When you do get to go by water, just sit and relax and meditate and feel all of your tension and worries being washed away. And this might be something that you'd like to do at the beginning of the week when you have your Nine of Swords energy here is so amplified. Listen to the sound of nature surrounding you. And that could be the waves of the ocean or a running stream. Just imagine that all of your worries or concerns are being swept away with the water. So with this crystal LARIMAR, you're being encouraged to go with the flow in all areas of your life, Gemini. So this is about just relaxing and then just get rid of all your expectations and the need for control. Forget about all of that for a while and just enjoy the freedom of flow and acceptance in your life. That's your Nine of Pentacles energy. And the LARIMAR crystal will give you such a relaxing energy and release all your worries and tension. It is known as the Stone of Atlantis, and some call it the Dolphin Stone as well. But it is a wonderful crystal to sit and relax by some water and meditate. Connect to your higher self and just let all your worries slip away. Now, I leave you with the message of the cards, Gemini, but it is all within your own hands. You decide your own destiny. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Gemini family.